Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another exciting edition of Ringside Rants. Well, it's just yours truly, just Mike. And to my right tonight, we have the
Wrestling
Japanese guru.
historian.
You're the Japanese guru, Phil. And
I am
below us,
not.
we have a special guest, one of my longtime friends from the YouTube days, Mr. Bozzy TV himself. Bozzy, man, how the hell are you?
How's it going, man?
And right before we went live, he made a very, very valid point. And I was like, you know what? Hold that thought. I want this to be live. I want people to hear this because in Australia, they don't really get to watch AEW. They watch WWE. And he made a very valid point. And I want you to reiterate that point, Bozzy, if you don't mind.
All right. So I look at AEW. First of all, thanks for having me, Mike. Japanese historian, you son of a gun. Thanks for having me.
You're welcome, dude.
Now there might be a bit of swearing in this because
That don't fucking matter. Bring the shit.
I'm a friggin' Aussie, mate. So we have to live by our shortcomings, hey. And if you complain about my accent, go fuck yourself.
Love your accent.
So AEW. So we were just having a chat about AEW and WWE. I've been a WWE fan since like '98. So I'm a massive WWE fan. When AEW came out, I was quite excited. We're going to be getting new wrestling. We're going to be seeing real wrestling. WWE wasn't going down a good path, and you saw AEW start taking over the ratings. But recently, they when they first came out, they called themselves the Alternative Wrestling Company, right? So Alternative Wrestling, to battle against WWE, to give wrestling fans a good taste of what wrestling was, right? But now they've sort of transitioned without really meaning to into the mainstream world, right, of wrestling. So I've listened to JD from New York quite a bit, and one of the things I've seen by him is that he's very smart with the way that he intricates and looks at both companies. So it's very business minded. Now I saw All In, and it was a great show, spectacular show, to be honest. But if you have a look at how Dynamite went with the ratings, if they're supposed to be mainstream now, and if they're going to survive at any level against WWE or beat WWE in the ratings, they've got to do a lot better than what they did at Dynamite this week. I had a look at the ratings, and they only copped just over 600,000 views in the ratings for this week's Dynamite just gone. That's a week after their WrestleMania type show, which is All In. Now, if you have a look at WrestleMania for this year, and if you have a look at WrestleMania's past, the Monday night after WrestleMania is one of the biggest shows of the WWE in that year, right? So if you're wanting to compete against WWE as a formidable wrestling organization, then you've got to show, one, storyline, two, wrestling, and three, more excitement within your wrestling. Because if you're not going to show that, then it's not going to work at all, right?
Right.
Now, the one thing that ticks me off is Tony Khan wants it to still be alternative wrestling, right? The issue is, with that, you're not going to be able to last as a formidable brand if you keep to your old shit, right? Now Tony Khan and the AEW staff need to start booking better storylines. You look at the Bloodline and look at how that story has lasted nearly 5 years, and you look at the way that the stories are developing in WWE and how they're keeping eyes. They've got full stadiums every single pay-per-view. They're in Berlin. They're going to be in Berlin tomorrow. And you look at all this and you go, far out, man. AEW has to do something. If you're a fan of AEW, you've got to start like voicing your opinions on this, because the issue is that if AEW keep the way they're going, they're going to become the next TNA without a shadow of a doubt.
No, I don't know, man.
No,
TNA is
100%, Mike. Because the issue is TNA was the alternative, right, to WWE, right? They were the alternative. I've watched a few TNA shows since the beginning of the year. Yes, they have improved, and in the last couple of months they have improved. But the only reason they've improved as much as they have in the last couple of months is because they are now collaborating with WWE, right, with NXT. Okay,
I
so
agree. I can agree with that
all
to a
right,
certain extent.
and the issue is TNA was at its highest peak in 2013 when it was the Bully Ray era, and it was going. They were going through the Aces of Eights, right? They were at the highest. They were filling out stadiums and everything like that, right? Once COVID hit, they then brought their stadium down to 1,000 people or something. It was ridiculous, right? That's where AEW is going to go if they don't stick with storylines. You can have a storyline happening with Swerve and with Adam Page for the AEW Championship. I know that hasn't happened, right? But you can have put it this way, right? Swerve won the championship at, I don't remember what pay-per-view it was at. Swerve won the championship, right? He should have, that following Dynamite, been the main event as a celebratory, celebrating his title win, right?
Right.
He was on the freaking first match, and he had a freaking match for his title over celebrating his title win. And what was the main event of that story?
Nothing.
Jack freaking scapegoat, whatever his face is,
Jack
knocking out Tony Khan. Tony Khan putting himself as the center of attention when they got their own freaking champion at the top of the show, not even celebrating his title win.
I can honestly say this though, Bozzy. AEW storylines are starting to improve. WWE storylines are always going to be top notch because they're still good. I didn't really like the go home show from SmackDown tonight. I really didn't care for it. It made no sense. They were just random matches, and they tried to make it.
Like I haven't gotten to WWE yet, man. SmackDown was a load of shit today. I didn't even watch it. I went on to Ringside News. Because what I usually do is I go on Ringside News and I'll have a look at the spoilers and I'll see what's going to be happening. I looked at it and I was like, what the heck is going on? Now I understand they don't want to show Roman's face, and I'll get to the reason why they're not going to show Roman's face later when we do our predictions. But I just don't understand why they would. This is your go home show. Your pay-per-views in a day's time, right? Why the heck would you put on a show like that, especially in Berlin, right? But I understand that it was taped. Now, the show was taped 2 days ago, I think, in America, to come then over to Berlin. I don't know if it was in Berlin. I didn't even, like I said, I didn't watch the show. I just read about it. So, but on my thing is that they have to make long-term booking, man. Long-term booking is the way to go. And we've seen that it works with WWE. So if AEW was able to implement long-term booking into their schedule and into their storylines, then you would see a massive growth.
I've seen it done with WWE, AEW as well. Like in the early days of AEW, they did long-term booking.
But now they've scrapped it. They don't do it anymore.
It's because I think he gives sort of ran out ideas, I think. That's
they had long-term booking. And then all of a sudden it's like, oh no, we're not going to do long-term booking anymore. We're going to do it the alternative way. But now Tony Khan's turning into the Vince McMahon of AEW. And the next thing we're going to see is Tony Khan walking out with May, with Molly, with May, kissing her on top of the stage, just like Vince McMahon did with Trish Stratus back in
Oh God, that
2000.
was awful.
Right, that's what's going to happen. It's going to turn into a Tony Khan fuckfest.
I will say this: Dynamite was good. However, they need to close the book club, the Blackpool Combat Club with John Moxley. Him
What the
showing up.
Major possibly going to do?
No,
Because I
it's
remember.
Wait a minute. You can't say John Moxley is part of the part of the Blackpool Combat Club because one, I think he's been replaced by Pac.
But they never said anything. They
No,
never
but
said
if you watched All In, he came out with the Blackpool Bullet Club right at the end when Bryan Danielson did his won the title, right? So I can guarantee you right now, John Moxley is going to be the one that takes the AEW championship off of Daniel Bryan, and it will be a slow burn. They won't break up the Blackpool Combat whatever the fuck it's called.
Blackpool Combat Club.
They won't break it, right? But what they're going to do is they're going to make John Moxley, and you can already see it, become the guy who wants to take over AEW, right? Sorry, my daughter is right here. I'll just give her a quick hello. Hello, she wants to see the camera. Say hello.
How you doing?
Say hello. Okay. And basically, I really feel like it's going to, because what he said on Wednesday night was weird. He said, "I want Darby Allin," and then he pointed at the commentator. Like I don't watch AEW, so I don't really get into all the names and stuff. But he looked at Tony Schiavone, and he basically said, "AEW's mine. You're not. This is not your company anymore, right?"
Yeah.
So I think we're going to see sort of like a AJ Styles version of AJ Styles of TNA. This is the sort of storyline they're going down, and it's sort of really, why can't they make their own stories? You know what I mean? So
I'm gonna tell you what I think, and I could be wrong on this, and I hope I ain't, because I think it'll be good for business. Shane McMahon shows up with John Moxley, the Hurt Syndicate. And then you have him get in the middle of the ring, and he said, AEW is no longer. This is now blah, blah, blah. And I own it. Tony Khan signed this dotted line. Will you show that picture of him and Tony in there in the room?
Yeah. See,
anyone can help AEW at Shane.
Yeah, absolutely, and I agree.
Mind for the business.
I agree, absolutely.
And I think it'd be smart.
Yeah,
but plus, I think a lot of the boys will enjoy him too. Because he's always been good friends with the. Always was very friendly with the other wrestlers. Hell, he traveled with the Dudley Boys on the road.
And the words that he used, do y'all remember? I think it was King of the Ring, the whole build up between between Shane McMahon and Kurt Angle. And Shane McMahon told Kurt Angle he has the three I's: the intelligent, the intensity, and the integrity, but he doesn't have the H.
Yeah.
And the H stood for humility.
Yeah.
You're okay over there, Sam?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
I'm having a bit of a panic attack, so I'm just letting myself roll through it, and then I'll be back on camera.
Oh, okay, you're good.
Okay, man. I hope you're all right, man.
No, I'm all right.
All right. So, y'all want to start with the predictions? Y'all want to talk more about wrestling in general from the past week, or y'all want to get on?
Well, I'd like to introduce myself a little bit more, Mike, if that's all right. So,
Bro, you're more than welcome, Boz. This
Definitely, man.
whatever.
Trust yourself, dude.
as Mikey said, me and him did started WWE, like we met on YouTube back. Oh man, that would have been back in like 2016, 2015, 2016 times when
Almost 10 years,
he,
Boz.
he helped me get out of bed in the morning, to be honest, because I was bedridden for quite a few years there. And if you wanna check out what me and Mike used to do, go to my YouTube channel, Bossy TV, and have a view of all my wrestling videos on there. Because I can guarantee you're gonna crack yourself laughing, because I went off my nana at a few of the pay-per-view events, that's for sure. And if I do remember correctly, Mike, I am still the retaining champion of
You
the
are?
pay-per-view predictions, mate. Now, we were going to be creating a belt,
Yes,
and
I've been still trying to do it.
what I'm going to put to you is, now this is just throwing it out there, because I'm the new guy. I'm a guest today. What I'm putting towards you is maybe bringing me into the WWE predictions, and we make a WWE prediction belt. And
Man.
if I win, it gets sent to me.
Listen to him. Looking at him, he's like, if it gets made and it gets built, it's my belt because I own that thing.
Since you were
It will be mine.
I will
got
raise you
yesterday.
What is that? Undertaker.
Oh, that's sick.
Nice. That's sick, dude.
This is one of my favorite versions of the Undertaker.
But one of the things I'm so happy that you've done, Mike, is continue the show, because we were going to start this week in wrestling, and then COVID hit, and we just weren't able to get off the ground. But it's awesome that you got this, man, and I'm privileged to be able to be a guest today. Hopefully we can do it again. If you want
I want
to
stop
do
you for 1 second. I got to stop you, Boz. You're not a guest, bro.
I'm not a guest.
No.
Oh, okay. All right.
You're family,
no
bro.
problem.
You're
Okay.
You're
family.
an honorary
Cool.
member of the
Alright,
Rings
awesome.
of the Rant Pack.
You're a ramp
Awesome.
packer, dude. You're
All
here.
right, sweet as. Awesome. Cool.
Welcome to the Rant Pack, brother.
Don't ever consider yourself a guest in my presence.
Okay,
You're a
no
family.
problems,
You
mate.
might be from the land down under, brother, but you're here, brother.
Yeah, for sure.
You're the Rant Pack of the Australian brand.
Yes.
Yeah, all right.
I'm trying to get shirts made, bro. Hey, you see that right up under my name, that LLC?
Yeah.
Let me show you this. I own my own business now, bro.
Oh, sweet, man.
So
That's
and we're
awesome.
part of it.
That's sweet. Good on you, brother.
Yeah.
When do I get paid?
when we get paid. It's all nonprofit right now. I love the way you think, though. I do. Trust me. He's like, hey,
I like this guy. I really like you, brother.
Yeah.
You haven't seen my meme side yet, mate. So.
Yeah, it's coming. Trust me. Nah, but no, seriously, Boz, man, you are never a guest. Don't ever consider yourself a guest. You're a guest of honor tonight, because this is the first time you've been on here, and I've had the privilege to know you for almost 10 years, and it's been an honor. I've seen you've been bedridden, you've had kids, your wife has been sick, you've been sick, you've had people pass, and every single step of the way, I've been like, you know what? I just got to send you a hello whenever I think about you. I got to send you some kind of a positive message whenever I think about you. So it's my honor to actually introduce you the way I have. And I never want to hear you call yourself a guest again, though.
Okay, no problems. I am the owner of this business then.
There you go. There you go, brother. But no, in all seriousness, I thank you for being here. Truly.
No probs, brother. No probs.
And I will say this, and in regards to Phil, because he just does Japanese and that's all he knows. But
I know more.
I'm just messing, man. Come on, let me have some fun, Phil.
Okay.
Me and Phil went to a show in New Orleans earlier this year, and it was great. It was like an actual hard, like a heavy metal concert. Like it was jam packed, standing room only, people filing in. Tessa Blanchard was there, Xerxes was there, the Savage Gentleman, Victor Benjamin was there, and the whole slew of the actual Wildcat wrestlers, including Luke Hawks, who was also formerly part of the XPW from back in the early 2000s.
He even played Stone Cold Steve Austin in Young Rock.
Yes, he does. And he has his own wrestling promotion over in New Orleans. And that, to me, was an amazing show. And it made me love wrestling as a whole. As you can see, I have this GCW turnbuckle behind me. And I want to get more. And I want to do more. I know you have a bunch of promotions over in Perth, Australia as well.
Yeah, well, it's sort of dwindled a little bit. So we've got a couple of promotions down here. I actually tried to become a professional wrestler, and then I got thrown out the ring and rolled my ankle, so that ended my my career. But we got EPW, which is one of our mainstays in Australia, and the likes of. I don't know if you know this, but TMDK.
The Mighty
They
Dope
are
brother.
They are from from Australia, Perth, and they are from EPW.
Yep.
So they founded EPW with David Storm. So.
Oh yeah, I love Nichols and
Nichols is a freaking legend, mate. Nichols is a legend.
Oh yeah,
legend down here. Yeah, bro.
They just defended their strong tag titles tonight at Capitol Collision. They won.
Yeah. I thought it was a great addition to them as well, putting in forgotten his name. See, I don't watch like a lot of NJPW either. So what's his fucking name?
Zack Sabre Jr. is now leader of
yeah.
because Jonah went back to WWE.
Yeah.
I also like their American member, Bad Dude Tito. He's one of my other favorites. He has a throwback to him.
Yeah.
Bad Dude Tito. He kind of reminds me of like my uncle said. He reminds him of Dr. Death, Steve Williams.
Yeah.
But
like they say in Australia, the mighty don't kneel, mate. So
that is very true.
I even love their theme music. It has a very punk rock feel to it.
Yeah.
Now, I gotta let you in on something though, Boz. Whenever we weren't talking, I was a color commentator for a wrestling promotion here locally.
Bro, I already knew that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They left me with a bad taste in my mouth, and then didn't come across my palm with some green. But
yeah,
we're trying to be neutral there. So I'm trying to be neutral. Be neutral.
No problems. We'll get there.
But you know how it is. You know how it goes. But
yeah,
here we are doing this. And this right here is amazing to me. And you know how much I love wrestling, brother. You already know. Hell, you were there whenever we had LP there. We had the noob. We had my other brother, Steve.
Bro, our live streams were getting insane, bro. We were getting quite a few people in our live shows, weren't we?
Yes, we were. A lot of good people. We had the legend was there a bunch of times.
Yeah.
Excuse me. We had a lot of good people in our streams. All we did was comic books and wrestling. I loved it. And unboxing videos.
My unboxing videos, bro.
I loved my unboxing videos, man.
Do you remember watching that unboxing video where I slapped my brother in the face? That was fun.
Yes.
I smashed him across the face with the box, man, or some crap like. I gave him a full-on slap across the face. It was so funny. Like you've got like literally you gotta watch that channel, man. Subscribe to it. I think I might be coming back. I don't know. I'm thinking about it. But now that I work with the federal government of Australia, so I'm not too sure what I can and cannot do once on
the
social
key.
media.
Yeah, you better be like,
Yeah,
y'all have a lot of stricter rules.
I can't do the same shit I used to.
True story. But no, I am so glad you're here. Do y'all want to jump into the predictions, or you want to talk about anything?
Let's do it.
Let's get
it.
this.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, Phil. Since you don't like WWE, you're getting the first one. You go first. This one. I know there's 5 matches announced for the card, right? You have the Undisputed WWE Championship, you have the World Heavyweight Championship, you have the Women's Tag Team Championship, the strap match that is going to be crazy, and the mixed tag team match that everyone is dying to see. But there is really not a lot to be said on the whole front of anything else in WWE for this card. To me, it seems like they're trying to steal some thunder away from AEW, in my opinion, because they go to All In over in Wembley. It's just the way I felt about it. And I know they went to France earlier this year, and now they're doing this show here. But they're not going to like big arenas. They're going to like one of the smallest arenas, so they can fill it out. And I get that, because this card looks stacked. It looks good. It reminds me of, and I'm going to say this, and I know it's going to take a lot of people the wrong way. It reminds me of how NXT Black and Gold used to be, or how stacked card it is, and there's only 5 matches on the card. Back in the day, this PLE pay-per-view, whatever you want to call it, would have 10 matches. Am I wrong?
No.
So you have 5 matches. It's going to take up 2.5 to 3 hours. I'm going to be honest. I'm really, really excited on what we get to see tomorrow at noon. I know there's a 2-hour kickoff show. I don't have no idea what they're going to be on there. I hadn't even seen what they're going to put on the kickoff show.
Is that at noon your time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you'll get to watch it at your time, which is
it's around midnight-ish.
No. He'll get to watch it. He gets to watch it live. He gets to watch it. Yeah. Yeah. You'll get to watch
Father's Day tomorrow for me, mate.
Yeah, no, you're already on Saturday time.
Like, it's Father's Day tomorrow for me. So, like, I know your Father's Day is in June or July. I don't know why.
Yes, June.
Yeah. So my Father's Day is tomorrow. So I was wanting to sleep in, but now I've got to stay up and watch freaking wrestling.
I'm going to be honest.
Oh, trust me, man. Like when I know how you feel. Like when Wrestle Kingdom or any New Japan show comes on, it comes on around my time. Like on Sunday, like on Sunday night, it comes on like at 12 midnight. But
2 in the morning.
But most of the times it comes on like 3 or 4 in the fucking morning around my time. So it's like Bash in Berlin, is a WWE show.
Yeah, we got Phil doing a damn review of
Is there a chat? Are people talking to us, are they?
Yeah.
That's my boy Andre.
I can't see the...
You can't see it on the right-hand side?
Crossover the Rash.
Yeah.
Is it crossover thrash or crossover the rash?
It's crossover thrash 1988 the Rash.
Oh, okay.
There
you go.
Yeah, but so
that's my friend of mine. That's my boy from Andre from New York.
Sweet as.
So Phil,
what did you just tell me to watch myself?
No, hell no. No.
I was just going to say, I'm not scared of any New Yorkians, mate. Come at me.
No. No, what I was saying, though, is we got Phil finally doing an actual WWE prediction show. And he doesn't even watch the product.
I watch the highlights.
He watches this. Uh-oh.
I don't think... Have I met Phil before?
I'm here.
You haven't met neither one of these guys, Bozzy. Neither one. That's Bad Karma below us. He lives in Chicago.
What's going on, Karma?
Hey, how's it going? I just got out of a festival at my around my house, so I'm gonna be home. I'm gonna be home in a little bit, and I'll jump back on. I just want to let you know, I'll be on in about. Give me about 15, 20 minutes.
Time's a ticking, brother. Time's a ticking. We're about to jump into
Bro,
predictions.
I've got to
You
go and
a
see
break.
my sick grandma, so you better hurry the fuck up.
What the hell?
Hey, you don't mess
See?
with Australians, mate. I'll jump on a plane, even though it cost me $4,000 return trip, and I'll come and boot your ass. So get online. Hurry up. Thank
Hurry up,
you.
get home, man. Hurry up, get home. See you in a minute.
All right. I'll be on in a little bit.
All right,
Say
brother.
hello to Josh.
Jesus Christ, man. This is going to be awesome. What's up, man? Hey, believe it or not, this is the first pay-per-view we've ever done where everybody can be here. And Bozzy, this is a treat for me. Dude, I am so excited. My heart is beating 90-0. I'm really ready to do these predictions, but I really want to wait on Josh. I have something I could talk about for 15 minutes, maybe 10
All right,
tops.
sweet as.
So the thing is, we were talking about it a little bit. The AEW thing with John Moxley saying that this is not your promotion anymore. So what do you have a feeling that about the WWE invasion angle at AEW? How do y'all feel about that?
Not gonna happen.
You don't think it'll happen?
Nope.
What about Becky Lynch showing up in AEW? You think that'll happen?
Nope.
What about you, Phil?
It could possibly, I say never.
It's not happening, Phil.
Why do you say it's not happening, Bozzy? Let me know why.
All right. So the first reason is because Tony Khan said that he doesn't want to work with like the amount of crap he's put on WWE, right? And I understand that was in Vince McMahon era, but still, like, he wants to be alternative, right? So he's not going to do that. What I think is happening, and Shane, you got to remember, Shane McMahon is no longer with the WWE. He's not associated with the WWE anymore, right? So what I think is going to happen is that Shane McMahon has started his own wrestling company, has got his own wrestlers, and they will invade AEW and take over AEW. I think Shane McMahon is now the new owner of, like you said, of AEW. I think that's happened in the background, and he's helping Tony Khan, and he's going to come in the creative sense. But for storyline purposes, I think they're going to make it like he's created his own company. They will come in and invade at All In. But
maybe All Out, maybe?
All Out, yeah, All Out. Sorry, All Out. Like I said, I don't watch this crap. And
No taken. It's no offense.
And I honestly think that once Shane McMahon is in, I think then give it maybe 1 to 2 years, or maybe even a bit longer than that. I think that it will then become a WCW thing, whereas WWE buys out AEW and they just destroy, like they did with WCW. Remember, with WCW was beating WWE in the ratings, right? For 3 to 4 years.
83 weeks.
Yeah. So they were beating Raw in the ratings for 83 weeks. And then you look at the way that WWE came in and took over, right? I don't think it's going to happen just yet. I think it will happen. But it's going to be, once that happens, there will be no other company that will come up against WWE again. I don't believe. WWE is too strong. Look at their storylines. Look at their storytelling. Look at the way that they... You just have to look at Roman Reigns and the Bloodline story to see that WWE is untouchable.
Oh man, that storyline is still
right,
still going.
you never know what's going to happen next.
Thunder.
AEW is very, very predictable.
Mm,
It is. I did a predictions with my mate, and I got every single prediction right for the AEW, even though I don't watch the thing. It's
holy
very
shit.
predictable. So,
Shit.
just to let you know, I don't think it's going to happen. I think Shane McMahon is going to come in with a storyline similar to what WWE did with WCW. And the issue is they're just taking storylines from WWE and TNA. They're not being authentic. They're not being original, right? So
Mm.
why would I want to watch a company that's doing same storylines picked from 2000s to the to the late 2010s? You know, why would I worry about? Because I've already seen it. I've already seen these storylines in
Yeah.
form with WWE. So why would I want to watch storylines over again? You know,
Like, I can see what you're saying to a degree, but the one storyline that has been new is the Bryan Danielson Swerve storyline. It wasn't really a storyline, but Bryan Danielson is a champion. But like you said,
it's
whenever
so
they had
predictable. Like it's predictable. Like you knew that Daniel Bryan was going to win the title.
I didn't
He
think it was
wasn't
going to win, to
retiring
be
yet.
honest. I didn't know.
I
He wa-
did.
Yeah,
And I
but
knew
you
he
don't watch. You don't. Do you watch AEW, Phil?
Yeah, he
Yeah.
does.
Oh, okay. No, but
See,
like you look at all the fame. You look at all the one like all the storylines that have happened in WWE, right? Every single time you have someone putting up their career on the line in a title match, they usually win that match.
Sting.
And they usually lose.
Yeah. Triple H, Undertaker putting up his career. All these different.
Well, let's talk about like when Mick Foley put his career online against Triple H in the Hell in a Cell, and he lost.
Yeah.
Exact opposite of that. I actually expected Bryan to
But
lose.
but I'm talking more about championship matches, right? You
Yeah.
look at a wrestler who puts their career on the line in a championship match,
Yeah.
like 99 out of 100 times, that person who's put their career on the line is going to win that title match.
It wasn't like that when I saw it though. Like when Mick Foley though, he lost it.
Was that for a title match though?
Yeah,
that
it was.
Wasn't for a title.
It was.
Was it?
Yeah, it was.
Was it? Well, that's the one out of the 100.
That's the only one I've seen. That was like 22 years ago. So I haven't really watched WWE. I barely watch NXT, but I've seen clips of the Black and Gold a little bit. You know, I don't know. I kind of fell out of wrestling for a while. It's a long story because I got bored of just watching WWE. I like watching variety.
I love variety. I love it.
And there's nothing wrong. And you have to admit, there's nothing wrong with
doing
variety.
this on camera, by the way.
I don't care.
Go for it, man.
We don't care. Dude, you're in a whole other country. We have no governing rights here, bro.
It's not dope. It's
cool.
vape.
Oh, it don't matter. It don't matter. We don't care.
And we also like to know, ladies and gentlemen, this is sponsored by Dubby.
Dubby Energy Drink. I don't have my shaker with me. Dubby Energy Drink. If
I
you're
don't
going
get
to
that
the
here.
ring,
You have to send me one, mate. You have to send me a box, or get them to send me a box.
Hell yeah. Get you some Dubby
And
Energy
also,
Drink going on,
please
boss.
like, subscribe, and send us your notifications, please, while you're at it.
Hell yeah. Dubby
Oh,
Energy
and don't
Drink.
forget, subscribe to Bozzy TV as well, mate.
Oh, hell yeah.
Damn right.
Everything. Damn right. If you don't do it, you're doing what?
You're doing life wrong if you're not subscribing to Bozzy TV either.
Fucking
And
right.
it's food for your ears as well.
Yeah, need more food for your ears. See, I kept the old sayings, Boz. I kept some of the old sayings. You remember that shit from back in the Unboxing Bros days?
Yeah.
It's good to have like a debate between,
what happened to Steve, mate? Let's not talk about it.
Oh, he's still around, brother. He's still around. He's still good people. They're good. He's still one of my best friends of all time, brother.
Oh yeah, okay. Bozzy, check this out. I know you like this guy too.
Bret Hart.
Oh, sick.
I know, right? Even though I watched the highlights, this is the queen of NXT in my opinion.
Asuka.
Yes. The Empress of Tomorrow, dude.
Yeah, but no, Steve's good people, man. I still fucks with him every chance I get. But
now, one thing I want to ask you guys quickly before we get into predictions while we're waiting on Lazy Boy Pete and his long trip. It's already been 15 minutes, a bitch. Come on now. One thing I want to ask you guys. I've got my thoughts, and I think it's fantastic the way they're doing it. What do you think about Howdy, and the White Six?
Actually,
I'm pretty excited about it. I love the tribute. I think Bray would be pleased with what his brother's doing with this creation. Did
you see his arm?
Yes.
And do you know what it was made of?
No.
So go back to the fire match with Randy Orton that the Fiend had. All right.
Mm-hmm.
The fire match.
The reference to when he lost to Randy Orton at WrestleMania.
Yeah. And he burnt to fire. He got lit on fire. So they've made it out of the pants that he was wearing on that day, or a part of the pants, and they've also made it out of one of the vests that Bray Wyatt used to wear.
Oh, nice.
So it's literally made out of the gear that Howdy is wearing is made from or tributing to Bray Wyatt in some shape or form. Now, this is a theory, and this is just a theory at the moment. But you look at the videos that Bo Dallas does on Raw, and you look at how upset and angry he is. But then when he puts the Howdy mask on, Howdy's always smiling and is happy. This is what I think is happening, right? So, Bo Dallas is really upset that he's lost his brother. He's really upset that he wasn't used properly, that WWE didn't do the right thing. But when he puts the Howdy mask on, that's his happy place. He loves torturing people. He loves destroying people. He loves making things right. So what I think is actually going to happen with this Chad Gable story, and I think the reason why they haven't brought it into the pay-per-views yet is because we haven't hit the climax yet. I think it's still going to go on for a couple more weeks.
That'd be awesome.
I think the main goal here is for Chad Gable to then lose his mind, and like Seth Rollins. Do you remember when Seth Rollins was in the Hell in a Cell and he went through that crazy period,
completely nuts,
and then he became the champion? I think he became the World Heavyweight Champion.
Monday Night Messiah as well.
Yeah. I think what's going to happen is once Howdy's done with Chad Gable, he's then going to go into a bit of we won't see him for a while, and then he'll come back a bit more mysterious, a bit more edgy, and I think we're going to see a new Intercontinental Champion of Chad Gable once he beats Braun Breaker.
That is cool. That's good storyline telling. That's good fantasy.
Because you look at what happened with him versus Sami Zayn, right? And you look at how they didn't say really much more about the Intercontinental Championship. He didn't even go into the Intercontinental Championship tournament to become the new number one contender. He's not in that tournament, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then you look at how he's dealing with Howdy. Howdy's making things right. So I believe probably after WrestleMania, I don't think it will be before WrestleMania, but I think Chad Gable next year will have the Intercontinental Championship that he's been longing for.
It'd be about damn time.
And
About
who do
damn
you
time.
think's going to be the next victim of Howdy?
That is Randy Orton.
No.
Nope.
That is
No.
a good guess, though, because I know he has a lot. Because I know.
Nah, it won't be Randy Orton.
Mm-mm.
That's done. That's dusted.
Yeah. I
was
honestly
Bray Wyatt.
believe, my personal opinion, I think it'd be Seth Rollins.
Won't be Seth Rollins.
You don't think so?
Nope. Because you got to look at who Howdy's chasing now, right? Why is Howdy chasing Chad Gable?
Because he never said thank you.
Nope. Because he started destroying and humiliating the innocent. If you look at all the Twitter posts and all the remarks that Howdy's been doing on X, and you have a look at everything that's been going on in that regard, you can put two and two together. See, Howdy brought in those who were abandoned and those who were abused or treated unfairly, right?
Right.
And you look at the way Chad Gable treated Alpha Academy, especially Otis
Oh, man.
and Akira, right? And then he's traded them for American Made, right? You look at that. What other person or what other team has done the exact same thing?
Killer Cross? I really don't know.
Damage Control.
Oh yes.
That's all women.
Dakota. No, wait. Dakota. Now, I'm not saying it has to be Howdy that goes after her. But if you have a look at backstage segments with Dakota Kai, you'll see the Pluto symbol behind her.
Mm-hmm.
And when coming up to Chad Gable's killing on Raw that night of the debut, you saw Pluto symbols around Chad Gable. And there was a lot of stuff indicating that Chad Gable was the one that was being targeted, right? So I believe it's going to be Dakota Kai will be the one Nikki Cross will go after. But I also believe that you're going to see the likes of Solo, because he's broken up his family. He's
What
turned
about
his back
Braun
on his
Baker?
family.
What about Braun Breaker?
Braun Breaker never turned on Baron Corbin. They separated fine.
But the way he went after Sami Zayn, though.
No, but that you're looking at individuals, right? The way that it's what the person does to their family. It's a family. They're a family. The White Six are a family. So anyone who destroys it, finally,
Hey,
made
Karma!
it, Josh.
I am here. I have arrived.
You said 15 minutes, mate. What the heck?
Hey, that was about 10. I made it there in 10 minutes.
Welcome.
Glad to have you on, Josh. We miss you, man.
Yes. I was about to get the whole predictions done and over with before you even got here, bro.
Bullshit. The views and opinions of Mike do not reflect the views of Phil, Josh, and Bozzy.
Whatever.
Don't say it right.
Anyway.
So, how's it going? I'm Josh.
Yeah, I'm Sam.
AKA the bad karma.
Yeah, no problems. And I'm the
What?
crazy
JBL showed up in
Australian from
emergence?
down under.
What the hell?
The crazy Australian down under. Actually, I know a couple crazy Australians already.
Davey Ellis has been blowing up at DCW and TNA lately.
Anyway, let's get this going. We're ready to roll. Josh, you have anything to say or anything before we roll into the predictions for this week?
Well, let's see. The only thing I got to say is I was obviously you can see I'm got my GCW hat on. I'm going tomorrow to GCW.
We don't care.
Yeah, I do.
I'm gonna say it's a pretty weak card, and I'm actually
that weak card is going to be good.
Yeah, we'll see.
I'll watch it tomorrow with you. I'll watch it live on Triller. So it ain't gonna be good.
I'll have the Ringside Rants sign with me. I'm in second row.
Hell yeah!
But, yeah.
Anything else?
This is the card so far. It's Broski Jimmy versus Alec Price.
Board.
Anders and Sawyer Wreck versus the Bang and Matthews. Joey Janela versus Griffin McCoy. Murdoch versus Cyclope.
That's gonna be good.
Brooke Havoc versus Kylie Ray.
That's gonna be good.
Violence is Forever going against motherfucker. It's Effie and
Alley Catch.
No, the other one.
Dark Sheik.
Yeah, Dark Sheik. I was about to say something else, but I don't want to edit the video again.
We're not editing shit this week.
Yeah. Actually, this is probably the one match I'm probably looking forward to is Blake Christensen goes against Zilla Fatu.
That'd be good.
Miyu Yatsuyama.
Yeah.
Go against Megan Blaine.
That's gonna be good.
Mustafa Ali going against Sydney Akeem, and the main event is Mance Warner going against Gringo Loco.
Oh yeah, by the
You
way,
against who?
Mike, I had another idea since you don't like the 5-star rating. How about we give it a rating where that's something everybody likes? You know, like what's that like tamales? Since how about we do like a 5 tamale match? What do you think about that, Mike?
The 5 tamale match,
dude. This ain't Deadpool.
That's chimichangas.
Oh, yeah,
that's chimichangas. Yeah, tamale would be my girlfriend. So
yes, we get it 5 tamales. I think your girlfriend would like that too.
Yeah. That almost sounds that I'm not going to say what it sounds like.
It would be funny just for shits. Like we'd probably get a few laughs. It'd be hilarious. It'd be fun.
Josh, you want to reiterate?
Okay, well, how about we do the Siskel and Ebert method, the thumbs up method?
How about it out of a 10?
Okay, that sounds good to me.
I like that. I like 10s. I like to have a 10-star, or not 10-star, but a rating of 10. The reason why I rate
10. How about that? A 10 out of 10 match.
There has not been one this year.
All right. Oh, somebody popped a good one. Like who cracked a good one? Uh-oh.
Phil.
Don't tag me in this video if you post on Facebook, all right? That's all I'm saying.
Oh, we're tagging everybody.
My wife doesn't want other people to see my foul language, so.
Oh, got you.
Yeah.
Don't tag Bozzy in any of this.
All right.
Tag him in everything. That's what he's trying to say. Tag him in
everything else.
I'm joking, brother.
Sorry, Bozzy. We're not going to tag you, brother.
No. So there's only 5 matches for this card this week, and that card that you're going to tomorrow, I'm very disappointed that you call that a weak card, bro. That is not a weak card.
I mean, there's a couple good matches.
The good boy Man's gonna be there too.
But it's like,
the Southern Psychopath, the Southern Psycho.
I like when he does that.
I love the Psycho.
It kind of kills it when you meet a guy that he's actually a nice guy. So.
Yeah, Nance is actually a nice guy.
Oh, no. So I like that match he had on Rampage with Mox. That was pretty good.
Oh, dude, that was good. That was great stuff. So this is how I think we should go. This. Does anybody know what's happening on the pre-show? Does anybody know what's happening on the kickoff show?
Hey, I just got here. You guys are supposed to have the list ready. Man, come on, Phil.
I got Phil don't watch WWE. Come on now.
Come on, Mike. I have the list ready.
I got the card, bro.
Start spotting out the matches.
Hey, Bozzy.
Okay, Mr. I haven't bought a pay-per-view since 1997.
Yeah. He don't pay for pay-per-views, Bozzy. The guy that just showed up late, he don't even pay for pay-per-views. He just gets to watch them for the free on pirate television.
It's a pirate's life for me. Yar.
I'm not saying anything.
Hey, I live by my standard. I haven't paid for a pay-per-view since '97.
You can't say you're a supporter if you don't pay for things, mate.
Oh, no.
True story, Josh. True story.
But hey, I'm going to an event tomorrow. I paid for
it. True story. But no, here, this is what I'm thinking. Do you know what's happening on the kickoff show, Bozzy? Do you have any clue?
Nah, man. The kickoff show was last night.
Yeah, SmackDown, terrible. The only good thing about it was the Cody Rhodes and the Kevin Owens segment. That was it. Everything else was trash. But that's my personal opinion.
I would be surprised that I actually did like some things I saw in WWE. I liked it when AJ Styles and Cody Rhodes. I think was it Cody or AJ used the burning hammer.
I don't know. But anyway,
for those who don't know, the burning hammer was used by Mitsuharu Misawa. I think it was Kenta Kobashi. That was his finisher. He used it against Mitsuharu Misawa in All Japan Pro Wrestling and Pro Wrestling Noah.
All right. So before we do anything, there are 5 matches labeled as the main card. I have no idea what's happening on the kickoff show. Don't have a clue. So I'm not going to name any of the kickoff show matches at all. We have the mixed tag team match between Liv Morgan and Dominic Mysterio versus Rhea Ripley and Damian Priest. I think that's going to start the show off. I could be wrong, but that to me seems like it would either be that or the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship match between the Unholy Union and Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill. What do y'all think is going to start the show off?
That's a good question.
Tag title.
A tag title? Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Me 3.
All right, cool.
Tag title? Yeah.
So we're going to put that first. And I have no idea. I'm just spitballing here, gentlemen. I will let Phil take the reins on this to go first with a prediction because he doesn't watch WWE at all.
Sorry.
Who do you think wins, Phil?
Well, tag title, you got to name the teams. I'm like, I could say Air versus Air, and Air's going to win. I'm like,
he just
Bianca Belair, Bianca and Jade Cargill is on the team. Then you got Alba Fire and.
Why don't you say women's? I'm over here thinking men's. Why don't you say women's?
No, the women's, mate. Women's.
Yeah, Unholy Union, Alba Fire, and Isla Dawn versus Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill.
Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill is going to win.
Why, Phil? Why do you think that?
Because they're top stars.
Okay. Phil's going with the babies. Phil's going with the babies. Bozzy, I'll leave it up to you, sir. Who are you going with and why?
Belair and Cargill.
Oh, dear Jesus. Bozzy's going with him too. All right. Can I get an answer why, Boz?
I think we're gonna have the Belair Cargill versus I forgot who they were.
Damage Control?
Nah.
Zoe Stark and
No. It's that chick who's been going at Cargill lately. Causing her to lose. I've just forgotten her name. She came from NXT.
Tiffany Stratton?
Nah, but I think Belair and Cargill will win, and there will be then another team that will come up against them. Yeah, I don't have too much hope. Like I've got hope for the Alba and that. I think they're fantastic, but I think there's a back storyline there going
Okay.
on. So yeah,
All right, Josh,
that's fun.
I'm gonna leave it up to you now. You Unholy Union or Bianca and Jade?
I think it's gonna be. Who's in the Unholy Union?
Alba Fire and Isla Dawn. The two chicks from Ireland.
And they just recently won that too, ain't it?
Yeah, they won it at they won it in Scotland.
They won it in Scotland. I'm thinking Cargo and them, but I'm thinking that, but I don't think they're gonna take the titles away just yet. I think they're gonna wait till what's the next one? Survivor Series or SummerSlam?
Survivor Series SummerSlam just happened.
SummerSlam.
I also didn't say that they're taking the titles. I don't think they're taking the titles. They're going to win by disqualification.
Oh, oh,
Okay.
that's extra points there, Bozzy.
But I'm gonna go with the champs. I'm gonna stick with the champs, and I think it's too early for them to drop the titles.
All right. This is my prediction, and I'm gonna throw a little curveball on everybody. I believe it's going to be a clean victory. I do believe there is going to be some outside shenanigans, like as Bozzy said.
There's always interference.
Bozzy said Jade's been having some problems with a person. I believe they are going to interfere and cost Jade, not necessarily Jade, they're going to cost Bianca the match, and that's going to turn a feud into Bianca and Jade, stemming from this point on until a Survivor Series or even
No,
bad.
that's not happening yet. I'm sorry, but that's not happening yet. No. That breakup's going to happen. That breakup is going to happen. I would say you'll start seeing it happening at Survivor Series, and then they're going to make that match at WrestleMania.
Yeah,
that would be pretty good. I'm pretty good with that, but like I said, I believe that that's going to happen. They're going to be cost the title match, and that ain't going to be a DQ.
Blair Davenport. That's the name I was thinking of. Blair Davenport. She's going to cost them the match.
Yeah. Blair Davenport. She will cost them the match. And the next match we have would be either the strap match or the mixed tag team match.
It would be the mixed tag.
Yeah, I think it's going to be the mixed tag as well. And I'm going to go with Dominic Mysterio and Liv Morgan versus Damian and Rhea. And since I went last, I will go first. I'm going to predict that it's going to be Damian and Rhea winning. However, it's going to be because of the Judgment Day. They're going to cost them their match via DQ. They're going to win DQ. There's my DQ right there. They're going to win DQ.
DQ.
And I'm not talking Dairy Queen. All right. So who
I'm
wins?
just not a fan of overused disqualification. Sorry.
Oh, really. Phil.
I'm sorry.
Josh, who do you have, brother?
Oh, am I going with? I'm going to go. I'm going to go with Mysterio and Morgan.
Okay.
Just because of pure fact that Judgment Day is going to get involved and cost Priest and the match. I think they're going to save all the winning matches for Survivor Series.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with Morgan and Mysterio because this is Dirty Dom we're talking about.
Wow, Phil, you just jumped ahead of the gun. You were going to go last, but never mind. No, go ahead. Do you?
I said what I said. It's dirty. It's Dominic Mysterio. He's always going to cheat.
And Boz, the best. The best for last. Who are you going with, Boz?
Dom and Liv. But I think this is going to set up Bad Blood.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
So it's going to set up Finn Balor versus Damian Priest at Bad Blood in a Hell in a Cell.
And that's going to be a great match, too, by the way.
And the Demon's going to come out.
Ooh.
At the Hell in a Cell.
Are you predicting this, Bozzy?
100%. The Demon will come out. The Demon will come out at Hell in a Cell, but Finn Balor will cost the match.
But are they doing a Hell in a Cell pay-per-view?
It's Bad Blood. It's going to be called Bad Blood, but I reckon they'll do a Hell in a Cell match. There's rumors. But Liv and Dom will win that match.
Okay.
And then they'll have a sex
live sex show on
celebration the next Monday night. So. Yeah.
What's up, Big Matt?
I'm looking for. I'm just gonna make sure I got my tissues.
There you go. You're good.
That was a joke, man. I'm not getting tissues. I'm just gonna make sure I've got my tissues when that happens.
I feel you. So, do you think the strap match is going to go before the 2 title matches, or do you think they're going to do?
They'll do Orton Gunther, then they'll do the strap match, and then they'll do Rhodes versus Owens to end. Actually, no. I think Gunther versus Orton will be the main event.
You think Gunther versus Orton is going to be the main?
Yeah.
Because it's in Berlin.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's I agree with him. Is like the Gunther match is going to be the main, strap match is going to be second. Then the third match before that is
Rhodes and Owens.
Yeah,
because you're gonna think of it wisely here, right? When you look at WWE booking as of late, it's long-term storyline booking, right?
Yeah.
Cody and Owens was just put together like 3 weeks ago. Orton versus Gunther has been an ongoing thing since King of the Ring, right?
Yeah.
And because they are also in Berlin, they want to make sure that is emphasized on that spotlighted. Now, in regards, I want to correct you from something earlier that you said, Mike, about international booking for WWE going up against AEW. I think that's a load of bullshit. The reason I'm saying that is because you've got to remember that WWE's been doing international booking for years and years and years, right? It's just now that they're starting to actually make pay-per-views in different countries, right? So they've come to Australia, they've gone to France, they're in Berlin, but they're making sure it's spread across each nation, right?
And not to discredit, they even do Saudi too.
Yeah. So they've been doing Saudi for years, right? They've got Crown Jewel in Saudi, which has been going on for like nearly 3 to 4 years. So they've been doing it way longer than AEW. AEW is actually taking off of WWE and going international. So you can't say that
they're going to Australia for a Grand Slam next year.
No, they came here for Elimination Chamber. I think they may be coming here after WrestleMania next year.
I was talking about AEW. They actually are coming
AEW.
to Australia.
Yeah, but they're only going to the east side, which I don't talk about. So
fair enough.
All right, let's not talk about the east side of Australia. They're a load of crap. So let's just not go there. I don't want to get heated. But keep going, Mike. This is your show. So,
dude, you're amazing.
Arguably going to return to WWE because they said that's their home.
Because we got nowhere else to go. They blew every opportunity.
Who?
I mean, after what
Corey's-
what Jeff did with the guy DUI, they blew their chances of tag titles at AEW.
Yeah, but I don't want to talk about that. Don't want to talk about that at all. But this is what I'm going to say. Big Matt, you're awesome, dude. Continue checks, and we'll continue responding. Now we're going to have Cody Rhodes versus Kevin Owens, and Kelly, the missing link tonight, talked to me yesterday about it, and he thought Kevin Owens is going to turn on him tonight, and there was going to be a big heel turn. Didn't happen. I'll go ahead and tell y'all now that didn't happen. Owens said that Rhodes was still injured in his leg, and he didn't kneel down, and he doesn't do this, and he's not ready. And what's going to happen when he takes that title from him? Is he going to complain about it just like he always does whenever something that go his way? And then Rhodes said, "Look, man, blah blah blah. You know, I love you. You know,
I'll be back in 2 seconds, guys. Sorry, go do
you're
it.
good. You're good." And he was like, "So what do I need to do? What do I need to prove to you? Blah blah blah." So my take on it was, okay, now it's going to be a huge match for this title, even though it was thrown together 3 weeks ago. And Rhodes he said, when I left this company in 2015 and I opened up doors in other companies you were already in, and shaking hands with people you were already there for, and moving things around and making myself known to other people, did you feel left out? Or did you feel some type of way about it? Or was you genuinely happy for me? I want to know, Kevin. And then Kevin was like, look, man, I have nothing but the greatest respect for you and your dad. And then Cody Rhodes said, I respect you as a friend. I don't have many friends in this business, and I consider you one of them. So whenever I beat you tomorrow at Bash in Berlin, can we still be friends?
I think they can.
Kevin Owens was going to say something, and he threw down the microphone, walked over to him, whispered something in his ear, turned his back on him, and left the ring. And then when he got out, he glanced over his shoulder and shook his head and kept walking.
Typical booking.
You can say typical booking, okay? But I'm going to say this.
Why can't they just have an honorable match?
Dude, this is honorable. There was nothing. He didn't attack Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes didn't attack Kevin. It was all just microphone, promo, in-ring work. That's all it was. Now, my thing was, who wrote this? Because it seems like to me it was like some Bruce Pritchard shit, personally, because of the way it is, the way it's been going.
Bruce Pritchard always. That's why I say typical
booking. But
yes, because I don't like the way Bruce Pritchard writes shit.
Yeah. So I don't know.
I don't. I hate Bruce Pritchard.
I don't. I like it. I like the way they're doing this, because typical Bruce Pritchard. That's why I don't think it's typical Bruce Pritchard, because Bruce Pritchard would have had a meltdown right then and there and had one of them attack one another.
The hell?
Is that you, Josh?
Yeah, that's me. Sorry.
You're killing me, bro. Anyway, so whenever Bodzi gets back, we'll let him go first and let him decide who he has winning the, I guess called the undisputed heavyweight title. Cody Rhodes or Kevin Owens. I know you got your pick ready.
Rhodes.
Huh?
Rhodes.
You got Rhodes. Okay, cool. Why you got Rhodes?
And I'll tell you why later.
Okay. Go ahead, Josh.
What was it? Cody Rhodes versus Kevin Owens?
Yeah.
Is it for the title?
Yeah.
Well, they're not taking the title off of Rhodes, so they're not doing that yet. So, yeah, I just don't see.
I don't see him losing either, man.
But but it's gonna. But I agree. It's gonna set up a bad feud match with Owens now.
I think this is going to be a one and done situation. I believe this is a one and done situation.
There's no feud.
No feud. No feud. Because Owens' contract's coming up very shortly. And I don't see this turning into a knockdown, drag out feud. Not whatever you got Randy Orton on the horizon, or you have, I don't know, Roman Reigns in the wings, or you have Solo still out there, or you have Jacob Fatu still out there. You have
The hell, they had wrestling that night?
We'll talk about that in a minute.
Okay.
We'll talk about that. And then everybody has, I even have Cody Rhodes going over because I don't see them keeping Kevin Owens on the books. I believe after this match is done and over with, something happens, and then they write Kevin Owens off for the foreseeable future before his contract expires, or whatever, if they can renegotiate some kind of terms with him, which I don't think is going to happen. Yeah, I think everybody's probably in agreement saying he's probably going to go to AEW. You don't think he will?
I think it's a possibility because he has friends over there. He's friends with the Bucks.
Bozzy's saying no. Bozzy's saying no. You think he's going to stay in the E?
Yeah.
Why?
I reckon he turns heel on Sunday. Oh, tomorrow.
You think he's going to turn heel after the Cody Rhodes thing, but it ain't going to be no feud?
There won't be a feud, but I think he. So I was going to leave this to later. Actually, I'm going to leave it to later. Don't make me come.
Okay, don't make you do that.
Don't
make you do that. Okay, cool. All right. So the next match we have is a strap match: Punk versus McIntyre. And
wait, no. What's Phil? What was Phil's pick?
Everybody picked Cody Rhodes. That was unanimous.
Okay.
That is unanimous.
Okay. Yeah, I agree.
I mean, I mean, Cody Rhodes is John Cena of 2024. Okay. Enough said. Big match, John.
What, you're saying that Cody Rhodes is the face of WWE?
100%. 100%.
What rock have you been living under, Mike?
He is the face of the company. Then who is?
No. What rock have you been living under?
None.
You have obviously been living under a rock.
LA Knight's a great face for the company, but he isn't holding the title.
LA Knight isn't even the face of the company.
Then
yeah.
It's the person who hasn't got the title, you ding-dong.
Who?
Roman Reigns.
Oh, come on, man.
No. Don't go, come on, man. Look at the reaction Roman Reigns got not only like a month ago. Look at the reaction just for walking out there and not even saying a word. Look at the reaction he's been getting every single time he comes into the place. He had a T-shirt on. The next night at SmackDown, they were chanting OTC, OTC, as loud as they possibly could,
Our
right?
tribal chief, yes.
Right? So don't you dare say that he's the face, because he's not. He's not on the front of every freaking WWE, like when I turn on Binge, I don't have Cody Rhodes sitting on the front of the WWE Live network. It's Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns is the face of WWE. Plain and simple. Cody Rhodes doesn't touch Roman Reigns when it comes to that. They've tried to make him touch it, but you look at his title run. What significance has Cody Rhodes done in his title run other than smile and give cuddles to kids? What significance? Can you tell me of a significant match that Cody Rhodes has done in the last 4 or 5 months since WrestleMania?
There isn't one, Bozzy, and I'll tell you why.
Then how is he the face of the company? You can't say the face of the you can't say the face of the company is the man that holds the championship, because then you could say the same thing about Gunther. Gunther is not the face of the company. Neither is Cody Rhodes. The face of the company is Roman Reigns. When John Cena wasn't holding his WWE title, he was still the face of the company.
Very true.
Right?
Very true.
So
but
you can't say Cody Rhodes was the face of the company. He's
Well,
not the face of the
let me
company.
rephrase that. Let me rephrase what I'm saying then. The commentators refer to Cody as the face of the company. Not us, not as the fans, but the commentators. They're beating it into us. They want us to chant for Cody as he is John Cena. Am I wrong in that aspect, believing that?
No.
But he's not John Cena.
Hey, well, he's never going to be John Cena, ever.
Oh.
John Cena is only...
Did you listen to the podcast that John Cena said? If it was definitely Cody Rhodes that was the next face of the company, he would not have said that Roman Reigns is the greatest of all time.
You're 100% correct. Now, the thing is, the reason why he's the greatest of all time, he has knocked off a lot of people with his title run because
he held the title for 4 years, man.
Yes, that's what I'm
getting
getting
at. No one can touch that. No one will ever touch that again.
The only person coming close to that is Hogan. Hogan is the only one that has better than that. The only one.
No, he isn't.
Yeah.
No, he isn't.
Yeah.
Hogan.
San Martino is the longest reigning champion of all time.
San Martino is the number one, and then right behind him is basically Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, but what you said was Hulk Hogan was the only one who is better than him. No,
let me rephrase that. Hold on. You're right. I did say that, but you never let me finish. He is the only one living with a longer title run. The only one living with a longer title run is Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
You're stuttering a little bit there. You get a bit flustered there, Mike.
No. You. No. He is the longest living. The only one living has the longest title run is Hulk Hogan. But and I will agree with that. I honestly believe in my heart that Roman Reigns is a better wrestler than Hulk Hogan will ever was, and that Cody Rhodes is the Bob Backlund of that. Am I wrong in assuming this role there?
Well, not unless you've seen Hogan's wrestling in Japan. That's the
you stop that. You always reference someone in Japan. Oh, dude, they were great in Japan. Everybody knows you have to wrestle a different style in Japan. I seen the match you wrestled with Muda. I seen the match you wrestled with
Inoki as well.
Yeah, I was just getting there, Phil. You didn't let me finish. And on top of that, he didn't have a mainstay in Japan, though, bro. His main work is in the U.S. of A.
I know.
Hey, even I view in Japan, you know.
Yeah, okay.
I can tell you right now, if Roman Reigns had a mainstay in Japan, he would flush everyone down the toilet.
Oh yeah,
I can tell you that right now.
Yeah,
if Roman Reigns had a mainstay in Japan, he would be way better than Hulk Hogan.
Okay, I agree.
I don't deny Hulk Hogan was good in Japan, but you put Roman Reigns in Japan, I guarantee you, he would become the centerpiece of Japan.
Even Kenny Omega said that. Kenny Omega said this exact same thing.
But I will say this: you know who the best wrestler of all time is, and wrestled in Japan and put on greatest matches of all time, in my personal opinion?
Who?
Kurt Angle. Damn it.
Damn right. I agree.
The best professional wrestler to ever live is Kurt fucking Angle. He won a freaking gold medal with a broken freaking
neck.
All right.
Hey, we're getting
a lot of respect for everybody that wrestles in the business.
You're going to cause me to send a nuclear bomb over to America soon.
John of Arabia.
Was it going to explode kangaroos all over the place?
He always does this shit. Yep. God damn it.
Anyways, that rant was brought to you by
W.
Get your W energy drinks at w.gg. Use our promo code Ringside Rants, 10% off.
I told you guys I've got to get some of that because we don't get it here in Australia. So
I'll get you some and send it to you, Bronzy. I promise.
I need a box.
I'll get you some.
Sergeant Slaughter the GOAT.
Because if I'm a part of this now, I've got to.
Yeah, you got to play your part. Yes, and I think do you drink energy drinks over? Bozzy, do you drink energy drinks?
There are energy drinks over here, but
I'm just saying, do you drink them?
On and off with my anxiety and stuff. Yeah, on and off.
It's called beer.
I will tell you this: W tastes really well. It's made with coffee fruit extract, and
no sugar.
no sugar, no filler, no nothing, and it comes in tubs. And you get a shaker like he just showed up, and you put it in there and you fill it up with water and you shake that shit up, and then you drink it like you're a madman that has rabies. And then when you drink it, 20 minutes later, your whole body goes into this I am Hulk Hogan type spiel, and then you start doing the Ultimate Warrior dance, and then you start body slamming motherfuckers through thumbtacks.
minus the steroids and the cocaine.
Yes.
Okay.
Minus
Well, I like
cocaine.
myself some cocaine, so
The creatine and cocaine, man. That's what they're
Yeah. And there is no ketamine in this ever. No ketamine either. None of that. It's legit. It's really good stuff.
Cool.
And guess what? The best thing about it is they're not being sued like Prime is. Just saying that.
All right. Next match.
So the next match, Punk versus Drew McIntyre. I'll let Bozzy go first.
CM Punk.
Cry me a river.
CM Punk.
Yes.
He
Why?
is going
CM Punk because he's going to do something stupid.
Look at this. Look at it this way, right? CM Punk has been trolling Drew McIntyre for ages. He's quite angry at the moment because CM Punk has got his bracelet. McIntyre's got his bracelet. He almost had his bracelet at SummerSlam, but didn't get it, right? It's a strap match. I truly believe that Punk will get his bracelet back, and then he's going to move on to Seth Rollins at Bad Blood.
Okay.
I think the reason why they chose a strap match, because if they used a dog collar match, it'd be a lot more bloody, and WWE's, they're a little bit more safe, but still, like, Punk is good at these type of gimmick matches.
They're not safe, man. They're starting to move back into the blood side of things. Look at the Howdy debut.
That was
Look
brutal.
at the blood on the walls, mate. Look at the way that Chad Gable was looking. Like, if they were staying away from the blood, they would have grayed that all out, mate. They didn't even grey it out.
Good point. I even saw them use blood with Cody Rhodes and everything in The Rock.
Yeah.
Yep. So they're not straying away from it. I think it's going to be a very bloody match. I think it's going to be
It's a strap match. Those licks are going to hurt like fuck, man.
It's going to be a brutal match. A brutal match.
Who do you have, Phil?
I'm going with Punk.
Okay.
Because I mean, he's frustrated because Drew, even though I want Drew to win, just for the fuck, because I really do not like Punk. But I have a feeling Punk might win because of this. But because I love the trolling that they get. He even took a picture with Jack Perry, and I fucking loved it. It was hilarious shit, man.
But I also think this is going to end up being a I take away the Seth Rollins match at Bad Blood. I think it's going to be a Hell in a Cell for Punk versus McIntyre at Bad Blood, and that will end the feud. So they'll be 1-1, and then the last one wins, because then they would have both won a match. Because it's pointless. It's pointless having McIntyre win here if they're going to go into a feud at Bad Blood.
I
If
agree.
they both win, then Bad Blood, it's even playing field, right? So CM Punk CM Punk will win.
Do you think it'll be in dramatic fashion? Do you think he'll just beat his ass and go tab all four, or do you think it's going to be something?
It's going to be a brutal. It's going to be a brutal match, man.
Punk is basically feeling broke.
It's gonna be very tight, a very tight match. I think McIntyre will control the first half of the match, and then it'll be even the whole way through. I don't think Punk's going to win just clean, clean. Punk's going to be a bloody mess.
I agree. What about you, Josh? Who are you going with?
I'm gonna have to come on.
I already know, Josh. You're Chicago.
I'm going with Pepsi Phil.
All right.
And it's like, and I agree with everything. It's like, well, the only thing I'm gonna go with the storyline aspect of it is they've been going back and forth, and he been trying to get this thing back, that bracelet back. I think he's got to get it back, and I actually do agree. There's going to be a one final match between Drew and CM Punk, and I think that one is going to be more brutal. That's
and Baji said something that's very interesting. He thinks it could be a Hell in a Cell. I believe it's going to be a last man standing match.
No.
I don't think
they do want to
McIntyre's
bring the last man standing into it, it will be in a Hell in a Cell.
Could be. But I'm going with Punk as well. But the reason why I'm going with Punk is totally different. I could give two shits about them fucking bracelets. I think that's taken away from the matches itself, personally. I think it's a bunch of horse shit. I hate the bullshit.
No, but wait a minute, Mike. You can't say it's a bunch of horse dung, right? The reason being, right? You got to look at the reason why it is special to Punk, right?
It's his wife and his dog.
No, but he was gifted that by a fan, right?
No,
a fan,
not those two. Not those two. His wife made.
No. That bracelet was made by a fan for him. A fan gave it to him.
I thought
a fan gave him that bracelet. That's why it means so much. Even though it's got his wife and his dog's name on it, a fan actually gave him that friendship bracelet. Okay. So that's the reason it's so important to CM Punk, is because a fan's given it to him. So not only is he fighting for himself and his wife and his dog and the disrespect of that, but he's also fighting for the fan that gave it to him.
So he is Taylor Swift for men.
Yes. Pretty much.
I am.
Let's just say I'm a.
You know what? You know what? I strike myself from this. I'm going with Drew McIntyre. Fuck that.
Okay, good.
There.
Then that means the belt's coming to me.
I'm not going with that. I cannot support a man who is fighting for like Taylor Swift. Can't do it. I will not. I choose not to do that. And
this will make your blood boil even more. It was the sick child they gave it to him as well.
Oh, shit.
I'm not going to go there because I like sick kids. Sick kids are cool. I had no disrespect on that aspect, but the only thing I have is that he's actually, it's bullshit. Can't do it. Can't do it.
All right, next match.
Oh, there goes my fun of hating Punk.
Yeah, I can't hate the man.
There's no men's tag team matches.
Nope.
I think there will be. Because it'll probably be in the pre-show, or it will be in the main event.
They put more tag team wrestling,
because on SmackDown this morning they Solo did say that once they've finished with Street Profits, I think it's going to be a 3-way tag match between Street Profits,
GOD.
the GOD and DIY.
I love GOD. They're one of my favorite tag teams.
Of course they are, Phil. They're from Japan.
I don't like them right now, though. They're a load of crap.
Will you stop that?
I don't like their theme music. I like the theme music in Japan better.
Yeah, the choppers and everything.
Ready for Gorilla.
I love that.
So let's get on with the next one.
All right, I'm gonna go first. I'm saying Gunther retains. Gunther retains.
Yeah.
What time is Bash in Berlin? Billie Eilish fan.
So I want to say it's in Europe and whatever Berlin is. I can answer you.
Well, let's see. Let's see. When All In was in London, that started in America around, what was it?
10 a.m. 10 a.m. The same thing here. It's be 10 a.m.
Well, it started 11 o'clock Eastern in America. So
10 o'clock.
You're looking at you're probably looking at 10 a.m. in America at Eastern time. So.
But I don't know what there is in Germany. I have no idea what their time zone is over there. I don't know if it's 8 hours or 10 hours. I know where he's at, Bozzy, it's 13 hours ahead of us. Like right now, it's noon. It's noon Sunday.
He's in the future.
Yeah, he's Happy Father's Day, Bozzy.
It's noon Saturday.
Happy Father's Day.
It's Saturday, mate. Sunday's tomorrow.
Yeah. So it's your Father's Day, right?
No, tomorrow.
Oh, Monday is yours.
No,
Sunday.
bro, you're on Friday night, mate. It's not Saturday night where you are.
Okay. Yep. Dummy. Yeah, okay, got you. Now I'm catching up, Bozzy. I'm catching up.
These are the problems I had with you on the Bozzy TV channel, mate. So, flipping heck.
They don't get any better. I got older.
Yeah, not wiser.
Not wiser, just older. But yes, okay.
Billie Eilish fan says Damon and Rhea are going to win the match. Yeah, we agree.
Yeah, we agree. We totally agree with that. Now, Bozzy.
Yeah.
Who do you have winning this match? You have Gunther or you got Randy Orton?
I got Gunther.
Yes, you do.
Now, the reason... Now, this is going to correlate with the Cody Rhodes versus Kevin Owens match. The reason I think Cody Rhodes is going to win that match is because I believe that the Gunther versus Randy Orton match is going to end not as cleanly as what we believe it's going to end.
I feel bad.
I believe
chest.
I believe that this is going to lead to Randy Orton turning heel. And after the match, he will destroy Gunther. Or he will just RKO Gunther. And then on Monday Night Raw, he will, or on SmackDown, because he's part of SmackDown, he will go back to SmackDown and he will challenge Cody Rhodes or pretend to be friends with Cody Rhodes. And then he will turn on Cody Rhodes at SmackDown. And I believe that he will probably be the one to take the title from Cody Rhodes at Survivor Series.
Those are big predictions there, boss.
Damn, he's got better booking than you do, Mike.
Be quiet.
Shush. Mike had horrible booking last weekend.
Oh my God, it was.
I enjoyed it. I don't mind losing. All right, Phil, who do you have and why?
I'm going with Big Daddy G.
Gunther.
All right.
Damn right.
Why?
Because he's the baddest champ. He's one of the baddest, toughest champions.
I'll be right back,
in a long time. He's younger. I mean, he's gonna fuck Randy Orton up.
Okay.
With those chops.
Josh, who you got, bro?
Yeah, I don't see them taking it off of Gunther right now.
Gunther is hot, and the fans love him.
Yeah,
the guy is one of the best wrestlers in WWE they have right now.
Yeah, and I don't see them take for a pure fact that I don't see them taking that title off him right now. They're gonna.
He's one of the only few.
Randy's not looking for a title win, but I could see. Is it about time for Randy to turn heel? We'll see, but then again, he's gonna be like one of them heels that everybody likes.
That's my point, man.
But he's like right now he's like at the John Cena level. You can like him or you can hate him. But
I mean, Randy is a future WWE Hall of Famer. What can I say?
But I have a question for you, gentlemen. And since we're doing this one, should we go ahead and do NXT while we're at it?
No. Oh, by the way, I just want to say that was a horrible theme song they picked for Rosemary. I mean, hell, they got a partnership with TNA. They couldn't use that theme song they had for her.
That's CFO for you, dude. CFO, not CFO. What's his name?
TKO. But in all honesty, though, man, Rosemary uses what Marilyn Manson's music in TNA.
No, in TNA she has her own. She went from that.
It's what's the game? It's Def Rebel. I fucking hate Def Rebel's music. It's just garbage.
Yeah, they couldn't use copyrighted music anymore, so she had her own theme music. So
that's bullshit because what's her name uses Dropout Kings.
I don't like. I do not like.
You can buy Dropout Kings music for $1. So
I don't like Gunther's theme by Def Rebel. Go back to Symphony Number fucking 9, man. That was just like intimidating. You know, when you hear that dun 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 dun, and the song's made by Beethoven. He's Austrian, for fuck's sake. It kind of fits. He's the fucking Ringkampf.
Yeah.
Ringkampf.
Ring
General.
Yeah. But the thing is,
who are you going with, Mike?
Huh?
You didn't say who are you going with, Mike?
I went first, man. I'm saying Gunther, hands down, brother. I mean, the Imperium, for fuck's sake, are top notch, man. They're up on a whole nother level. They can't even mess with none of the Imperium. You have Ludwig, and you also have Giovanni, and Giovanni just showed up on SmackDown with a vignette tonight on SmackDown. So I guess they're splitting them up and boom, putting them over there.
What I find it sad they're breaking up Imperium. They should make those guys tag team champions.
I totally agree, and I love Giovanni, dude. I think
I'm tired of WWE breaking up. That's one thing I do not like breaking up tag teams. It's typical.
They broke up the Hardys. They broke up Team 3, or they broke up the Dudleys. They broke up the Rougeau brothers. They broke up the Hart Foundation. They've broken up.
They're getting ready to break up.
New Day.
Yeah.
They break up everyone. So I mean, it's
about time for the New Day to split off.
Yeah, I mean, the New Day's been around for like 10 years almost, so it makes sense, you know.
But they're stale, man. I mean, the Street Profits. I'm still not a fan of the Street Profits. Never have.
That's why I think when the Lucha Brothers come to WWE, that's when things will probably. But I just don't want them to be booked into a typical be a part of the LWO. You know that typical.
You know they're gonna do it,
huh?
We shall see, man. We shall see. So the reason why I was asking if we could do NXT, y'all like, no. There's some good matches on NXT, man. No mercy.
I mean, the only one I'd be interested in seeing is that Joe Henry versus
Adam Page. Ethan Page. I'm sorry. Ethan
Page. That's the only one I'm interested in. That's it.
I do like Roxanne Perez, though. She's awesome.
And she's taking on Miss Parker.
Mm-hmm.
Jada Parker. So, I mean, dude, there's some really good shit on NXT for No Mercy, man. And hence, there could be
the black and gold, dude. Not as good as the black and gold.
Hence, No Mercy. Hence, 2 debuts of MCMG and the Lucha Bros.
You think the Lucha Bros going to debut tomorrow?
Seeing the Lucha Brothers on NXT, just
Shawn Michaels.
Lucha Bros aren't going to be debuting at NXT. I can guarantee you that right now. They will debut at either SmackDown or Raw. I would prefer them to go on to SmackDown and verse God at.
Oh, they'd be great on SmackDown. They draw in ratings. They're great. They're one of the greatest tag teams in the world. I've seen they've had bangers all around the world. I even saw them have that. One of my favorite matches was that steel cage tag match between them and the Young Bucks.
They won't be. I can guarantee they won't be going to NXT. Like with Triple H at the helm, I don't see them being used incorrectly.
Plus, they're veterans.
Well, Shawn Michaels has stated in several interviews here in the past 2-3 months that anybody that's being signed by the company has to do at least one appearance in NXT before they go to the main roster.
All right, then.
If it's just
We-
one
we-
appearance, then I don't mind. But it just seeing them wrestling a bunch of greenhorns that can't even know the difference between a wrist lock and a wristwatch, it's just weird.
I think they'll show up at No Mercy, and I don't know what will happen. But I mean, I'm just speculating. I have no idea. But do y'all think that, or y'all think something totally different? I know Baji said he'll think SmackDown and Raw.
If they show up at No Mercy, I reckon it will just be like a wave to the crowd or a debut sort of thing. I don't think it will be a match. Because I don't think they'll have them winning the title. I think it will be more of a hi, I'm here. If they do have them winning the title, it will only be for a short period of time before they're on SmackDown. But I don't even watch NXT, and I'm a WWE fan. Like, I don't like the presentation. I don't like the way that they're doing things at the moment. Having Joe Henry in there is good. Having the Wes Wesley turning on the Rascals, that was good. But other than that, there's nothing really speaking out to me about NXT, right? In relation to the Lucha Bros, I think they will be a formidable tag team within the WWE. I don't think the Hardys are coming back to WWE, to be honest with you. I think they're going to stay on TNA and they'll finish their run at TNA.
That's what I'm thinking as well.
I think they'll grab the TNA championship soon, and that'll be the last one. I don't think they're going to come back.
I have a feeling they will be a part of the WWE Hall of Fame, though.
They definitely will. That'll be their last appearance for the wrestling.
And I do hope they get in the WWE Hall of Fame. They deserve it. They're a legendary tag team. I've been a fan of them since I was a kid. You know, the Dudley Boys, as you heard, they really put the feeling of greatness in tag team professional wrestling. They raised the bar in tag team professional wrestling back in the early 2000s.
We are the bar.
Well, hopefully, TNA will be around long enough.
No, you're not the bar, Mike.
Buy them out, you know.
I honestly think WWE is going to buy TNA.
Yeah, I totally agree. I totally agree. They're going to buy it. They're going to buy them, and they're going to buy all the
TNA and NXT will become one brand.
Yeah. Then after that, it's like they're gonna pick and choose who they're gonna keep. Then everybody else that left for them to go to them, they're gonna be fired.
Not necessarily. I think what they'll do is they'll take the main eventers from TNA and they'll put them onto the main roster of WWE. I don't believe they're doing this calculating, right? Calculatingly. You wouldn't have people like Joe Henry come over to NXT and not go onto the main roster. I like the pops he gets and the fandom he has. He'd be a massive merch seller, right? They're business minded, right? Business minded. It's all about getting the revenue in. It's all about.
I was actually shocked when Rosemary made her appearance. I was like in NXT. I'm like, wow. I thought she would definitely go to AEW. That was more her fit. I was just surprised. But what kind of pissed me off about it is that they didn't use her theme music.
Because the reason they didn't use her theme music was because TNA owns the rights to that. AEW owns the rights to that theme music. So
AEW owns it?
Yeah.
To Rosemary?
Rosemary's theme music, yes, they do.
Oh, AEW? No, there ain't no way. She's never wrestled for AEW.
Never.
No, she used to, didn't she?
No.
You're thinking of Abaddon.
No, TNA owns the rights to that music. So
they're in a partnership show.
Yeah.
What's her name? The big tall chick that used to have the title. That was with the the doll.
Sorry, I was thinking about someone else.
Yeah, but
God,
no.
damn. PCO can still take some bumps.
But to me, what I think is happening in TNA, and I could be wrong on this aspect, is I don't think they're taking all the top talent. I don't think they're going to take every single main eventer there because you still have Mustafa Ali as their X Division championship.
No, he's no longer the X Division champion. He left TNA. He was actually wrestling. He was on the card for New Japan Capital Collision tonight.
And he's gonna be in Chicago tomorrow.
He doesn't have the title.
No, he lost. He dropped the title when he quit TNA.
That's what I'm saying. All these guys that left WWE to go to TNA, it's like now they're doing some kind of merger. Now TNA is doing that deal with WWE. I guarantee everybody's gonna start going. Like Brian Myers, he don't want to go back to WWE.
Yeah, Mike Bailey lost the X Division Championship to Zachary Wentz. Zachary Wentz is now the.
I'm looking at the roster as we're speaking. Hold on, I want y'all to see this shit. Okay, so it looks a lot different than it did 2 months ago.
I knew they started cleaning house.
So here's what we're looking like.
Yeah, Nick Nemeth ain't gonna go back. Jordan Grace is gonna go to WWE. I don't know who Zachary is.
Zach Wentz was also part of the tag team with Wes Lee whenever they first showed up in NXT together. They fired him.
You gotta also think, why haven't they taken the title off of Jordan Grace yet?
Oh, they're not going to. They're not going to.
They're not going to because NXT is going to buy, because WWE is going to buy out TNA.
PCO. I don't see them taking them.
Oh no, especially the fact he's too old. In fact, he does not get along with the clique at all.
No, he will lose that title. No, I'm not saying all those champions will keep their titles, right? But what I'm saying is that NXT is going to buy out TNA, and they're going to boot the guys that they don't want, and they're going to.
Well, I know Ace Steel's probably going to work behind the scenes of WWE since he's good friends with CM Punk.
Yeah, Brian Myers ain't gonna go back.
He ain't going back. Eric Young ain't.
Eric Young, yeah. He hates.
First class ain't going.
No.
Let's see. Frankie Kazarian ain't going.
Gail Kim, no.
Definitely ain't going.
Hammerstone, maybe. Jake something, maybe.
Havoc, maybe.
No. I'm going to tell you what I think happened with Rosemary. And y'all can hate this, or y'all can play like, that ain't true.
Something that you guys are sort of missing, though, is they wouldn't go under the Vince McMahon era.
Yeah.
But we're in a totally new era. We got two guys who are heading up the both the WWE and NXT that are wrestlers. We got a member of the TKO board, member of directors of the board of directors of the TKO board that was a wrestler, right? These guys know what it takes to build a good company. That's the reason why WWE has skyrocketed even past what Vince McMahon's era was like. Yeah. It's way better than what it was before, right?
Oh, I agree. I totally agree.
All these people that you're mentioning wouldn't go back. I can guarantee you they would.
Yeah, but like Brian Myers and
Matt Cardona isn't even listed on here.
Matt Cardona? I thought I saw him on there.
Oh, yeah,
it's right there. Yeah, Brian Myers and Matt Cardona, they make too much money outside of they make too much money just doing the independents and having their own tour.
I know Kushida won't go back.
Kushida won't go back.
What Cardona already said, Cardona has said here recently, once they hit Netflix and things are changing for the better, that he will entertain the idea of coming back.
And you got to remember, his wife's a part of WWE as well.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So you gotta think of it strategically. We're going to NXT. We're going to Netflix soon, right?
Yeah.
That's the biggest spotlight. Like, it's going to be in everyone's homes, right?
Yeah.
So
Well,
you got
I
to
mean-
think these wrestlers want to get their names out there, right? They wrestle indies, they wrestle everywhere just to get their names out there. Once they get onto the NXT scene or on the Netflix scene, they're gonna be known, man, well famous,
Ash by Elegance won't go.
right? Or Ash of Elegance can go jump off a cliff, mate. It's an absolute disgusting and awful,
Yeah.
character. I think she's a load of shit.
Oh,
But-
she was.
But Tony
You
Storm
could-
ripoff.
That's what
Yeah,
I'm saying.
shit.
That's what I'm saying. They'll buy out TNA, and then they will get the main eventers, the ones that are actually drawing in money. With the rest, they'll go back to the indies, guys. Go to AEW, to the second class show. Right?
And this is the whole ordeal right here, man. Like if you look at that top row, the only ones that are going to be going will be Ace
It's
Steel,
ABC.
Ace Austin, yeah, and Ace Austin and Ace Steel. And on the
Mhm.
second row, none of them. The third row, Chris Bay.
Yep.
The fourth row, none.
Maybe Crazy Steve.
No, Crazy Steve won't. Dude, he's blind.
Yeah.
I reckon Eric Young will go back.
Crazy Steve is blind?
Yeah, Crazy
I
Steve.
reckon.
Well, he's
I
partially
reckon-
blind.
Look,
He's
I
like
reckon Eric
90%.
Young would
Hey,
go back.
Naito's nearly legally blind too, but that doesn't stop him. Am I right?
I reckon Eric Young would go back.
No, he will not go back to WWE.
He would go back.
No, he already stated that he wouldn't go back because
He would go back.
he
The
stated that.
only reason he quit WWE was because Vince McMahon came back. Now that he's no longer involved with WWE
Any
at all,
he may.
he will come back.
He may.
He worked so well with Triple H. Triple H thought
He
so
loved you.
highly
He
of
loved you.
Eric Young. I guarantee you he would come back.
I have a feeling
Those-
Gail Kim may work backstage as
No.
well since Vince is no longer.
It had nothing to do with
one,
Vince.
she's already retired, and two,
It did. It did. It had him leaving WWE the last time
No,
was
no.
everything to do with Vince.
With Vince. No, I'm talking about Gail Kim now. I agree with you what you're saying about Eric Young. I'm talking about Gail Kim.
She hated Vince.
It wasn't just Vince, dude. It was the way her character was handled. It was the way that everything she didn't get paid what she was told she would get paid.
You just got to think about the old era and the new era, right? Vince McMahon is a pedophile. Triple H and Shawn Michaels actually know what these guys go through on a day-to-day basis. They know what's good for business. They know how to book. They know how to create long-term storylines. That's what wrestlers want. You're a wrestler that wants to wrestle, tell a good story, and to show the audience what you're made of.
I
They want
agree.
that, right?
I agree.
TNA
I agree.
The reason TNA has reached out to NXT is because they're falling apart.
Because they lost Scott D'Amore.
Since Scott D'Amore is a load of shit, man. Don't even talk to me about Scott D'Amore.
Wow.
What I believe is happening here is that NXT is showing TNA what they can be, right? And since this collaboration between NXT and TNA, you've seen a massive rise in audience. I've seen a massive rise in audience since watching the TNA and the NXT collaboration. So I can guarantee you, if the superstars didn't want to be involved with NXT, they don't need to be. But those who can see the value in it are actually being involved.
Yeah, I see that, but the whole Rosemary thing, I think it was giving Shawn Michaels a first eye view of whether or not he wants to bring her to NXT WWE. That's my personal belief. If she continues being on TV, there's a chance that he may try to incorporate her somehow, some way into WWE NXT. I just don't see that. but Hammerstone fits NXT very well and WWE's mold. Kazarian, too old.
I reckon they'll bring Kazarian and Gail Kim into a backstage role.
Maybe a role like that, like they did with Scotty Too Hottie, maybe.
And Robbie Roode.
Yeah, I could see that. I could definitely see that.
They'll be writers, man. They've got so much
knowledge,
and they know how to book stories, right?
Yes.
So I believe they'll be backstage producers. Like they don't all have to be wrestlers, man.
No, they don't.
PCO, he doesn't have to be a wrestler, but I reckon he'd be a great storyteller in the background.
He would. I mean, hell, look at Abyss. Abyss is there.
Yeah. So you've got to look at it not from a wrestler's point of view, but what are they going to bring to the company?
Business
right?
side.
It's business mind, man. Business mind.
Yeah.
You can't always look at the wrestling. You got to look at the business. WWE is a business, and they're a thriving business. And the thing is that they're going to do what is best for business.
Hey, look at Nick Aldis.
Right?
He's not actually wrestling, but he's a producer backstage, and he's also like an authority figure.
And he's bringing in a great value to the WWE.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah, and like these guys right here, I'm highlighting Havoc, Jack Price, Jay Vidal, Jake Something, and Jason Hotch. I'm a huge fan of Jake Something. I think his potential is unmatched, man.
I think he's great.
Yeah,
but I think he's only great on NXT. I think he would die in the WWE, like in the main roster of WWE.
I don't think so, though, Bozzy.
He would need a couple more years in he would need a couple of years in NXT first. Give him the NXT title. Like put the NXT title on him. Just like they're doing with what they are doing with Ethan Page. Do that with Jack Something. Like put the NXT title on him. Get him to have a long run. Get him to build his confidence up. Then put him into the main roster. Don't just throw people into the main roster, man.
I can see Havoc going. Just be a pure fact, they need some big women. They only got two. They only got
Tamina and Nia Jax. Tamina got released, I thought.
Yeah, Tamina. No, you got Nia Jax and what's the Irish girl or a Scottish girl? She's a big woman too. I can't think of her name right now.
Oh, Piper Niven.
Pepper Niven. Yeah,
she's amazing. I like Piper.
She's good.
Yeah.
She's still quite green though. Yeah. And
that's why they need a Havoc in there because I think Havoc would be going against Nia Jax. That would make a good match.
Yeah, Havoc's always. I've always liked Jessica, man. She's always stood apart to me as everybody considers her a big woman. Like, and I'm like, dude, but the way she moves in that ring is
she could go
unmatched.
That's why.
This whole row right here, this whole top row we're looking at, though, I see top-notch potential from them, but I don't see them taking Havoc as a wrestler. I see her being more of a backstage analyst, more like
No, I see Havoc being this may sound stupid, but I see Havoc being like a manager for Nia Jax.
I always will say something along those lines, more so for an NXT.
Or Tiffany Stratton.
I was thinking more along an NXT wrestler, or NXT.
Josh looks like he's falling asleep.
Who is?
Yeah, me.
Phil looks like he's bored.
Oh yeah, because they don't understand though. But the thing is,
I know. Well, I understand Phil, but what it is it's not Japanese wrestlers, so Phil don't understand. So.
Yeah. But in all seriousness, though, I mean, all these people we're looking at, though, and if TNA does get bought, a lot of them, I mean, Joe Doring.
Joe Doring remind me of Stan Hansen.
Dude, he reminds me of Terry Funk, man. He really does. He really reminds me of Terry Funk. You know what? What about Dory Funk Jr. wrestling in Japan this past weekend?
That was crazy, man. He broke the record of being the oldest wrestler to win, and it happened to be a death match. He wrestled Onita, of all people.
83 years old.
Jesus Christ.
Crazy.
When you break Flair's record?
A crazy old man, I can tell you that. May Terry Funk rest in peace, man.
But I'm dying here. But anyway. But no. So all that being said, though, and Bash in Berlin is going to be 5 matches. We get it. But what did y'all's takeaway of the show? Y'all think it's going to be a stellar show? Y'all think it's just going to be a typical PLE? Do y'all think it's just going to have something like more storyline building? Or is it just going to be okay, we did this here, and you think they're going on?
It's a throwaway pay-per-view.
I'm going to add something else in here as well for my predictions. I believe Solo Sikoa is going to intercept himself into the Cody and Kevin Owens feud, but we're going to see Roman Reigns come out.
I like that.
In some form.
I like that.
Or on the SmackDown, Friday SmackDown, I see it starting to lead towards a bad blood match between Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa, and we'll see the return of Paul Heyman, and we'll see the return of Jimmy and Jay Uso. So we're going to have the original, the OBL, which is the original bloodline
versus the new bloodline.
Versus the new bloodline. And that will set up for Survivor Series.
I am definitely going to watch the GOD versus the Usos, and that's going to be a dream match right there.
Oh, I agree totally. I mean, but my thing
who
is...
Who do you think's pulling the strings?
Triple H.
Paul Heyman.
Paul Heyman.
The Rock.
That too.
The final boss?
The final... so this is all setting up for a War Games match between...
The new bloodline.
Now, this is gonna sound insane, right? Roman Reigns, Jey Uso, Jimmy Uso, Sami Zayn versus Solo Sikoa, Fatu, Tamatoloa, right?
It's Tungaloa,
sorry. Those 4 versus those 4. The end of the match will be Roman Reigns standing triumphant. Then all of a sudden, you hear the final boss's music. He comes walking out, and him and Roman Reigns then have a face-to-face. And he calls himself the High Chief. Roman Reigns calls himself the Tribal Chief. And that then sets up the WrestleMania 41 match.
41.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah,
good theory.
What about Hikaloa though? Where is he going to come play in all this?
Hikaloa will probably show up and show up at Bad Blood during the Solo Sikoa versus Roman Reigns match, but it's going to be for Roman Reigns.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Hikaloa is not going to take Roman Reigns Solo Sikoa's side. He's going to see Roman Reigns as his tribal chief.
Nice. I like this.
Going against his brothers. Yeah,
dude, this has been epic, bro. Like legit epic. Thank you for being here, brother. I truly.
It was nice to meet you, man. You're honestly it's good to have a different point of view. This was about diversity. We all have different opinions about what we like about wrestling, and that's cool. You may think, I may not be a fan of, I'm a huge fan of AEW and other, and you're a huge fan of WWE and TNA. That's cool about it. And I'm glad we had this conversation. We don't bash each other. It's not because when I go on social media, I'm so tired of these fucking fans that just want to argue, call each other marks. You know what? We're all fucking marks.
We all are.
Mhm.
I even have a
So,
shirt that says hello.
Jonathan, you know what? I respect your opinion. I may not like it, but you know what? It's cool, man. I like you. You seem like a pretty decent guy.
I definitely am, mate.
Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are.
All
He's a
right.
great man. I love it.
I like
But
it.
that's our predictions for the two pay-per-views or for the pay-per-view.
Yeah, because we're not doing
And I'm glad to
NXT,
have you part of the rant pack.
But
and it's a consensus. Nobody watches NXT, so why the fuck?
I'm not.
right now, right now, guys, it is
He does.
30.
I hope you guys have enjoyed me
Oh yeah.
being
love
a
you
part
here.
of it.
I love you here, bro.
I would love to join in any of the WWE pay-per-view
predictions.
predictions. I'd love to be a part of Ringside Rants. I'd love if you would have me join, and I'll take some of the profits from the W Energy.
If we ever get his
sales.
profits from it yet, we're still working on it.
Yeah.
By the way,
But,
did you mention
guys,
it, Stubby?
I do have to shoot off. Just bear with me for 2 seconds. Don't forget, whoever's viewing this right now, buy yourself some W Energy, subscribe to the channel, and don't forget, like I always say, I haven't done this for years, Mikey boy. I haven't done this for years.
Do it.
This is crazy, right? My name is Sam. I go by Sam now, but I used to be Buzzy TV. And I've even forgotten the fucking words. My name's Sam. I used to be Buzzy TV. Don't forget to always keep smiling. And I'm out.
Later, brother. Be
Later,
good.
All right. Love you
Nice
guys.
meeting
It was
you, bro.
really good meeting you, Phil. Really good meeting you, Josh. Mikey, shave that fucking beard, mate. You look homeless. And we'll talk to you guys later.
Love you, man. Get out of here.
See ya.
Later, Sam.
Thanks. That's right. Coming on.
Great guy, man. Love that man to death, dude. I've known him for almost 10 years, dude. Great, one of the greatest guys ever, man.
But yeah, I do think though AEW though has. I mean, I agree with him, but I do think AEW is coming up with better stories. It's slowly going to happen.
It is. It's slowly
I
getting
don't
there.
think it's going to close down anytime soon. It's going to be because AEW's here to stay, man.
We shall see. I believe, like, Tony Khan ain't playing his cards with this new television deal, and there's a reason why. Everybody's speculating that it's going to be, it's only a couple of $1 billion. Well, and everybody's, TNT and Warner Brothers Discovery are pissed off. They sent the NBA a lawsuit. Okay, cool. That doesn't mean they're still getting the NBA back. No. It means they might get a little bit of money.
And someone canceled because someone unsubscribed to us because he bashed the NBA. Mike did.
Don't care.
The views and opinions of Mike do not refuse of whatever. Fuck it. I don't give a shit.
I'm gonna make that. I'm gonna make you short, Phil. No, actually, no. That's my saying. All right. The views of Mike do not reflect the views of Josh and Phil.
Yeah, but you know what? In all honesty, though, man, if
We're gonna have like 4 to 5 different T-shirts. You know that?
dude, we should do, and you know what it should be called? Wrestle Success.
What?
Wrestle Success.
Oh, okay.
Oh, speaking of which, there's this for any RPG fans out there. There's this really cool game out there. It's called Wrestle Quest.
That's a good game.
Like,
even better yet, even I thought about this one. Like, what about wrestle-isms? Because that's basically what we do. We give basic wrestle whatever. Dude, that name is shit. Oh man, come on, bro. Don't be mean. Love you, brother. You're God Almighty, man. You give me hell every chance you get. Love you, dude.
Love you, Ballsy. Nice meeting you, bro.
And that name is shit.
Oh yeah. By the way, Josh, check out. I got new toys.
What'd you get?
I never will. Never will.
Nice.
But in all seriousness,
man.
how do y'all feel about this? I heard a rumor. Don't know how true this rumor is. Maybe AEW on Prime.
That would be cool, though. That would be interesting to see. Since I have Amazon Primes, so I mean that would be interesting to see.
Would it be different?
It would be interesting. I mean, you get AEW uncut.
Yeah. I watched that.
No.
So
Yeah, I mean, you're about to get WWE uncut.
I mean, hardly any commercials on Prime at all.
What do you think about Netflix?
don't quit your day job, Mike.
I love that man, dude. He's a great guy. Like if there is
I feel like I'm kind of the play-by-play guy, and you're the colored guy, aren't you, Mike?
Always have been.
Am I the play-by-play guy, Mike?
I would say you're more of like, I don't know. You're our Excalibur. He's Tony, and I'm Taz. You're more of an Excalibur.
I tell a lot of information, don't I?
Oh my God!
He's our Excalibur. Yeah, you are definitely our Excalibur. He's Tony Schiavone, and I'm Taz. But whenever we get guests on here, I turn into Tony Schiavone, and then you two turn into the other two.
I like to think of myself as Nigel McGuinness. I like to think of myself as Nigel McGuinness when it comes there because he's funny as hell.
You're Nigel, Bozzy. There is no doubt about it. You're our Nigel. Or even better yet, you're our
Bobby the Brain Heenan.
No. Don't you dare do that to him. I'm gonna go one better. He is what was the guy in Nexus who is now on SmackDown's color commentary team? He was part of Nexus, the big guy in Nexus, like the biggest one, the British guy.
Oh, you mean Bad News Barrett?
Wade Barrett. Yeah. That's basically who Bozzy is. He's our Wade.
Don't insult me, Phil.
Don't insult him. Yep. Nigel was good. Nigel was good. Wade Barrett is better. I do have to say
that. I'll have some bad news.
Yeah, because that's what Bozzy is.
Anyways, guys, it is Beer 30, and
it is. Wow, really? Well, then who do you think you are, brother? I mean, seriously. How about that? Who do you think you are? And you're right, it is Beer 30.
Yeah, I got to be at work at 5 a.m.
Well, I do appreciate you both for being here, and I also want to send a complete big shout out to the brother down under, as known as Sam now, Mr. Bozzy TV himself.
Bozzy.
You are fucking Triple H, my dog. You're everything in a bag of chips. You're a fucking great person, is what you are. Never quit smiling, Sam. Never quit smiling. So yeah, in all seriousness, though, man, Bozzy is probably one of the best people I've ever met. I've never physically met him, but knowing him and getting to know him personally, probably one of the nicest guys I've ever fucking met. And that excludes you two assholes. I want to. I'm just joking.
I am not an asshole. I am a pure 100% smart ass.
I'm just joking, man. I love you guys as well. But no, on that note, though, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in and checking us out for Ringside Rants. So this is the live predictions of WWE Bash in Berlin. And as always, if you're not listening to us or checking us out,
you're doing life wrong.
Fucking right. And we're not just food for your mouth and for you to chew on. We're also
food for the ears, baby.
Tune in, check us out, download this from fucking YouTube, watch us in the car on your long trips. Hell, we'll get you through some of your hard times during the day, during the night, during the middle of the day. And I want to tell you all this. You're fucking beautiful and you know it. That's something else Bozzy would always say. You're always beautiful. So never ever quit smiling, as Bozzy would say. And he is a member of our rant pack. care if it is a shitty name. Love it. Sounds good to me. Y'all agreed. So it ain't just me that has a shitty name, Bozzy.
I made the logo. So
yeah, we love it. You just gotta suck it up and deal with it. No, I'm playing. But no, in all seriousness, thank you all for being here. We love you. We appreciate everybody here. And see us Tuesday, 9:30 p.m. Central Time. And Bozzy, that goes like fuck, I don't even know what time that would be. 10:30 a.m. Wednesday morning. I think you'll be at work. But I will send you a link anyway because I love you. And if you can just come in and give us one of these, that's perfectly okay with us. And we'll get you some W Energy sent over there to you and land down under. And like Bozzy said, go subscribe to Bozzy TV if you haven't done that already. Do it. Great guy. Love him. And
same thing with us. Like, subscribe, and share.
Yeah. And whatever else. And as always, like we always say, buy you some W Energy drink. 10% ringside rant. 10% off ringside rants at W.
No, ringside rants 10% off.
Whatever. It's same shit.
No, nothing like that. Either way, see ya.
See ya. Good night.
Hold on. Wait. I'm trying to end the stream.